好好好。
Okay, good evening, everyone. We are from the team Happy Study. We developed this learning management system called whose name is the Happy Study. So now let me introduce myself and my partner. My name is Ouyang Yuchen, and my metric number is 204875, and my partner Mena Hamd. Her metric number is 204094, and my partner Pei Xiaomi, her metric number is 204865, and for Wu Bokai, his metric number is 204911. Okay. So the first part is about the description of our project.
Okay, let me to introduction. Happy Study is a learning management system open for university learners and educators all over the world for assisting and better scheduling a learner's learning process. We chose this name as the project title because we hope every user who use our system can manage their learning easily with John. In this system, teachers can assign the tests and put the learning materials for their students, and students can view the given resources. Another function is that users can also upload their own notes or materials from other resources to the drive provided by this system. Also, Happy Study provides a specific timetable for each student to refer to their own coming events. In addition, students can view their own grades of tests. Okay, next page. There is target users. The university teachers has 4 functions, and the university students have 5 functions. Okay, let's go to the next page. This is a hardware and software requirement. The hardware, we need a computer and a core processor and so on. And software, we need Windows, Linux, and Mac, and we need the browsers.
Okay, now I will present the ERD part. For here, this is an entity relationship diagram based on our analysis. We have several entities, users, contents, teachers, and students. Here we write the learner and educator. And course, university, which is for providing student and teacher info, task, class materials, drive, grades, and the timetable. For here, all of them are entities. They contain several attributes. For example, like class material entity contains topic, class material name, description, a multi-valued attribute, file attachments. Because a teacher can attach many files for a class material, and the class material ID as a primary key. As you can see here, see the relationship among them. For example, a teacher can create 0 or more course boards for 0 or more courses, and the course can be taught by many lectures. Only the user from the university who applied our system can register in our websites. As we can see from the diagram, after entering our websites, it will show the basic info of users. If you are a teacher, you can create many course boards for many courses you teach. And then you can upload 0 or more course materials, tasks for a course. A teacher can also mark grades for the tests and tasks. If you are a student, you can join 0 or more courses with the correct course code. Then you can view the class materials, tests, and submit the tasks posted by your lecture. You can also view your tasks and test results marked by your lecture. What's more, you can also see the timetable of exams, tests, and courses. If you are our web user, you can create folders to Drive and upload files and create folders to the folders. But due to the limitation of our knowledge, after exploring and struggling for a period, some functions we were not able to realize, so we modified some functions. We will show the modification in the later demo part. Okay, next.
For normalization, users list table is related to the login interface and homepage, including users' personnel information. And before login, some tables like university, learner, educator, these tables can help users to choose their identity according to their own situation. And like folder information, file information, file folder, Drive, file folder upload, all these tables are connected to Drive database. These tables enable us to implement in the Drive this function. Users can upload documents and files like teachers. They can upload tasks, teaching materials in Drive interface. Course join and course teach, these two tables decided to define the function of learners and educators in the course board. We changed the course teach to course create button name in the development phase. And the right page of these tables together implement the functionality of our system. For example, if exam timetable, exam time information, task due data, task schedule information connected to the database before. Students can see course schedule, task due date, task arrangement in their timetable interface. Okay. Okay, this is our GUI design. We designed two views for learner and educator respectively. This is learner view. The first interface is login. If you want to use our our system, you need to create an account first. You need to know your university and choose your identity like staff or student. If you are a student, just click student button and write personal information based on your own. If you are staff, you need write staff ID for university ID. Student is metric number, and all the information is correct. Now, don't forget click submit to create, and then back to login interface. You can write the username and password you settled before to enter the login interface and start enjoy your study. Okay, this is my profile. And then you should be in the my profile page. You will see your details like photo, role, email, and so on. We develop a function that can add courses when students click join a class. Input this course code, and this course will be shown in your course board. And in this page, you also can change the password if you want to change it. The navigation bar above can guide you to the interface you want to go. Okay, next. Yeah, this is a course board drawing. As you can see, the interface that will appear when you click join a class, you need to write the correct course ID and group that you should and then enter the password for this class, which is course code. And then click submit. All the courses you have joined will show in the course board, like SSK3408. Okay.
Okay, now I will present the course board parts. After joining some courses, all the course students joined will show in your course board here. You can click them to see the detailed information of that course. For example, we choose SSK3308. It will show like the right part here. You can see here in the top left are all the courses you joined. Click one of it to go to view different course info. Then below those blue buttons, first one is course board. This one is for back to the left page. And my schedule button to go to the timetable page. My grades button to go to grade page to view your grades for tests and tasks. My drive button to go to the drive page, and participant button to view the participants of this course. And the right part shows the detailed information of this class, like the class materials, tasks, and the tasks provided by your lectures. You just click them to view the details. For example, if you click here's Lab 2 SQL practice, you will see this page. Here is a file attachment given by your lectures. Here, you can click to download it. And it also shows the due dates and the state of the submission of these tasks. At the bottom is uploading your assignment file attachments. Then click Submit to finish your submission. After submitting, you can also modify your submission. And if you click, for example, here, tutorial, SQL Server installation, you can see the attachments given and you can download them. All right, then go to the timetable page. For here, timetable page is for you to check the arrangements of your courses, tasks, and task due dates. In this page, here are 3 buttons. Click the first one to view the course schedule. Click second one to see all the task due dates, and click the task arrangement to see the task time. And following are the examples. Here is the example of the timetable, and here task due dates and the task arrangements. Okay, and then grid page. Yeah.
Okay, and for grid, there are 2 buttons. You can open according to what you want to see. Test result is showing your different courses results, like test 1, test 2, and the task result is related to assignment mark. It shows the course ID, task name, task ID, your mark, and total mark. Okay, so the next.
Okay, now I will continue to present the drive page. We change the function here. If you join a course, a folder with the name of your course will be generated automatically and shown in the left part here. You can upload only files to the folders by clicking the plus button here. And then when you choose a folder, it will show all the files in this folder. For example, you choose SSK3408, but here show all of the contents. And then you can delete it if you don't want it anymore. And you can click it for here. For example, if you want to download this one, you just click it. One time you can only upload one file. So just keep in mind of that. Okay, now go to the educator view.
Okay. The next page is this page is account page. This interface, the first page we enter after successful login. This is a page that shows the teacher. So it has the function of create a class on the left, and the personal information is displayed on the right. You can also change those information that you think is incorrect. And you can also change your password when you think your password is compromised. It is also possible to jump through the page with a button about achieve different functions. Okay, let's go to the next page. When you click create a class, you will enter the following interface. First, you will enter the course ID and group. If you enter the wrong course information when creating, it will prompt you to enter the wrong information. Because we all know that the college course in the school are basically fixed every year. After you fill in the ID and group, you will set the course password to those who need to talk the class. Finally, when you have created your course successfully, the last picture will appear about your course. The courses below are the ones that will displayed after you create them. Okay, let's go to the course board. And when we click one of the course below, the second image of the content appears. The top left of the image is the name of our current select course, which can be moved up and down by scrolling the wheel. There are 5 buttons on the left, and the course board is to return the page just now. Just the first image. Upload allows teachers to finish uploading some documents, assessments, course materials, and other necessary things. Grace marking is to give students grades to score. Drive can upload some course stuff for the students to download and use. There are the functional buttons on this page. Next, let's look at the red panel. It's like Push-up Blast. It has all the files that have been added to the course, information that the teacher needs to annotate, and also notifications about the course. Yeah, that's all.
Next interface is the grades making. Here is for the educator to view his students' grade, to edit them, and to insert their grades. They can first when the educators click on his course, he can see the tests and the tasks that he have uploaded. There is a back button also if you want to go to the course board. For tests, if he click on test 1, for example, he can view the metric numbers and the marks of the students. He can also edit them. There is 2 buttons, back and save. Back, it will go to the test and task view, and save, it will save the marks that he have edited. For the task, he can view the status of each student, whether he have submitted or unsubmitted or late or in time. Also, as for test, he can also edit the marks, view them, save them, and go back to the previous interface. Next. To check the student submission, to view whether the student have submitted and what file did he submitted, go to the student check submission interface. The educator can view the matric number, the name, and the file that the student have submitted. There is a back button also if you want to go to the previous interface. Next. Here's the drive for the educator, where he can save all his files, he can upload files, he can also create a folder to hold his files. He can also delete any file that he doesn't want. He can edit the file. Also, he can see the file type, whether it is in PDF, in docs, or a folder. Also, he can see the time created, where he has the time where he has created the file or the folder. Here is on the left side, we can see my files. what files have he inserted, and also there is an arrow where he can view all the files in the folder that he has created. This is the end of my part. Next.
Okay, let me tell you something about this. The first image is the user's functional interface, which is used to define the user's add, delete, and search function, such as user data here, modify user data, delete user data, and find user data. The second image is to connect to the database and get the user's information. Okay, let's go to the next page. The first picture is the implementation of the code of the interface just shown, which is the core of the whole algorithm. The second page is the code of a user login screen, HTML, which is what our program shows. That's all.
So for the database and data dictionaries, here you can see all our main tables. We have created the web user table to hold all the informations of the user of our website. It can hold his first name, last name, the role of the user, whether he is a teacher or a student, his password, telephone number, email, photo path, and which university he is working or studying is. For the next table is to hold the information for the university that is using, that is using our system. Two pieces of information are compulsory, which are the university ID and the university name. We have inserted random data into the table to test our system. Here you can see the table, the university name UPM and university ID UPM, and the university name is University Putra Malaysia. After the user has identified that he is a learner, his information will be added to the learner info table. His matric number, his name, which major is he in, and whether if he is a diploma student or not. If the user has identified himself as an educator, his information will be stored in the educator info table, like his username, staff ID, level of his job, and which subject is he teaching. Also, the university that is using the Happy Study Educational website, it has to provide its courses info as course ID, course group. These information are stored in the unique course table. This table is connected to the university by the unique ID. All of these informations are very and really important, as with this information, the website can identify which facility it will present to the user. Next. As you can see, as I have told you, here is the table for the unique course. We can store the course ID, course group, unit ID. Also, we can link the unique course to the unit ID by unit ID. And here we can view the university table. We can view the unit ID and the unit name. Next.
Okay, my name is Peisami. My metric number is 204865. Let me to discuss the first page. The first step is we need to log in. When you enter your username and password like this, it will activate the query function to search username and password in the web user tab. If the username and the password are all correct, then you can enter our live login test. And if you enter mismatched passwords or username, it will show the error message. like this, incorrect username or password. And if you forget your password, you also can click forget your password this button, and we'll enter a clean password interface. This is to perform the delete function. You just need to input your username. After that, you can enter my profile interface, and then there is a button where you can change your password. Okay, and back it. The first, if you want to use our web, you need to create account. Just sign up. Click sign up. Yeah, and first you need to write your university and choose identity, like University Putra, Malaysia. And click next. You can choose your identity, like student. This is to perform an insert function in these tables. If the university is not correct, it will remind your error. Can you back it? This is to show the successfully you can create account. And can you click back it back, and yes, to enter an error. Yes, it will show the successful interface, and just click start to enter my profile interface.
Okay, I'm Ubo Kai, and now I will show my part, my profile. Because my profile page is almost the same for teacher and user, the teacher and the student views. So we only demo once, and this interface shows teachers detail like name, role, and there are 2 buttons. And this is a search function to search data in web user table. The personal information can change. Once you change it, activates the update function. If you want to change password, just click change password. This performs an update function to the web user table.
This is Monar Ahmed. My matric number is 205094, and I will explain about creating a course. In creating a class page, teachers should click this button to create the course. They create a class button, yeah. This page needs input course ID and course name. When you enter them, it will activate the query function to search the course ID, group, and uni ID in course to check whether this course ID and group are in the course table. If you input an existing course, it cannot enter the next page. You must create a new course name and ID. Can you next? Yeah. After you input a new course, then you are required to input name, course code, and set course time. You can see that you can set the course time. Yeah, the course time, what day and what time. After you click submit, it will automatically jump to the profile page and insert the course name and course code to the course info table and course ID. Can you click submit? Yeah. So can you click course board? You can see that it have added your course into your course board. Course group and course time to course schedule table, and insert your username, course ID, course code, your university ID to the course teach table.
大部分结束。
Hi, I'm Ouyang Yuchen. I will be present the course boards page. For here, course board will show all the courses you created. And this process will perform the query functions to search the course ID and group in the course teach table. But it will only show the course ID. Whatever the course you click, it will show like this. So you just click it, yeah. Yeah, with always showing the SSK15231 first. For example, we choose SSK3313 group 2. On the right, we'll show the materials you uploaded before. This activates the query functions for searching class material and class material info tables. When you click it to view the detail, just click it. It will activate the query function to search the info in class material info and material attachment table. If you change the class material, then click upload. So you'll click back first. Yeah, go to here. If you click the change the class material, yeah, click this one. Yeah, for example, you modify something, just randomly modify it. Okay, then you click upload. This is for change the info. So it will execute the update functions to update the data in those 3 tables as I mentioned before, and then go back. If you click delete the topic, delete, just delete. And if you click the delete the topic, just delete it, delete the topic, yes. And this will activate the delete function in the class material table. Also same for delete the topic as we shown you like before. And click those buttons to direct to the relevant page. And when you click upload, choose one type and choose or create a new topic. For example, you create a new topic because now we don't have any topic. Yeah, just randomly, create one. This activates the query and insert functions to search or view or insert into the class material info table. After you choose and import or upload all relevant infos and attachments, you click this one. Just randomly click the type. Go back to upload, choose the topic, choose the type. Okay, and then you can choose the type here, can change the type. And then you just randomly give the titles, give the descriptions and upload. For example, like the task, you can set the due dates. After you just input some informations here. You just input, okay. And you upload the file, just randomly, just randomly set time, year, month, day, hour, minutes. Okay, you upload. Okay, upload, back to the, as you can see, it will show in the relevant topic here. This will execute the insert functions to insert data to those 3 tables. And then click participants to see the course participants. And this executes the query functions to select all the name, role, ID, and the users in the course join and course teach table with the course ID and course group equals to current course data. If you upload the tests, this will also perform the insert function to the tests and the test info table. Same for uploading a task as we demo you before. Okay, that's all from my part.
Okay, my name is Wu Kai, and I will show my part. This is a grace marking. Grace marking will show all the courses you create, and this process will perform the queue function to search the course ID and group in the course teacher table, and you can click any course. For example, SK408 it will show two types of mark. It activates the query function in mark table.
And you can click a link like text one information. Yes, you can input a student's grade and it activates the query function in the marking grades table. When you mark the grades for a student, it will perform the insert function to the test result or test result table. If you change the marks of them, it will perform an update function after you click the save button. Just click save.
And now I'm logging a student account. I'm Wu Kai. Now I'm show the my profile of student parts. Straight away to join a class button, you are required to enter course ID, group, and course code. For example, and this progress will also execute the insert function to course join table. When you input the wrong code, it will show this. So like this. This will join the course. 好了，可以停了。这是我的那个。
This is Manar Ahmed, and I will present the timetable. There are 3 buttons here: a course schedule, task due date, and test arrangement. When you click on course schedule, can you click in it? Yeah, you can see all your schedule for all courses, in which day and which part of the day will your class be. Can you, yeah, like this. Your courses that you have registered, you can see on which day, which time, and you can join them. Can you go back? If you click in task due date, you can see all your tasks. You can see all your tasks. You can see the course ID, the task name, and the task ID, and when is your due date, so that you can submit before the due date, in which time and in which date. And for test arrangement, if you click test arrangement, yeah, click test arrangement. You can see like task arrangement, you can see the course ID, test name, and test ID, and in which time and for how long will it take. Now, if you go to grades, there are 2 buttons for task sources and for test sources. If you click on task sources, click on task, yeah, you can see your task, your course ID, task name, and task ID, and what is your mark. And you can see the total mark. So from the total mark, how much you got from the total mark. For example, in SSK3308, you got 80 from 100. Go back. The same for test sources. Click on test sources. Yeah, you can see your course ID, test name, For test one info and info of test one, you can see test ID, marks, and total grades. So this is the end of my part. Wukai, you can go to Drive.
Okay, I'm Ouyang Yuchen. I will continually present the course board. Same like in the teacher view here, you click the course board and yeah, just click. Then also the same, it will always show the first course you join in the course board detailed page. And as you can see in the right side here, this will also execute the insert functions to class materials and class material info table. You can click the class material. For example, you click test info 1, to see the info, detailed info. All the uploaded things here, you can click it to download. Okay, so I think that's all from my part.
I'm Wukai. Now I will introduce the Drive. Because the Drive is the same for teacher and student view, so we only demo once here. When you join or create a class, it will show folders with all these course names. And this process performs the query functions of course join or course teach table and insert function to files table. For example, click the CL2101. It will show all the files in this folder. And this process performs the query function to the drive and file into table. Click plus button to upload the files you want. This performs the insert function to drive and fill into table. You also can click the file to download. And you can delete the source. Oh, that's all about this.
Okay, this is our work distributions. For here, we list all of the tasks in proposal and prototype phase, and each one, maybe 1 or 2 person will take in charge of one part. And there is another thing to mention is that because our group member Wu Bokai, he used this print the frames, so he also puts all of our codes together. And then go to reflections, and everyone will express our feelings about this doing this project. Okay, for me, I'm Ouyang Yuchen. I will share first. To be honest, it's quite challenging when developing an entire web system. Besides the knowledge of database, it also involves lots of front-end and the back-end skills. We have to explore more about web development knowledge to develop our website. Sometimes we felt really depressed because sometimes we were stuck and didn't make any progress, but we never gave in and gave up. That's why we got our final outcome. All in all, I really miss all those sweet days working with my team members. Definitely, this project improved our ability to collaborate with each other. We are more familiar with what we learned in the course database. We also explored and learned the front-end knowledge like HTML, CSS, and JS. I also fell in love with the front-end development because I can straight see my programming outcomes. When buttons and pages were working well and the interface had a nice appearance, I had a sense of success. Because one of our group members used the frames during the development, I also learned something about this. Our programming knowledge really benefits our future career. I will continue exploring the front-end knowledge in the future. Thanks to this project, I found my passion. And now I will invite Pei Xiaoming to share their reflections. You can go.
Okay, thank you. And I think it's a great opportunity to consolidate what we have learned in class and learn learned lots of new things during the project, because I have to say that it is a big challenge for us to develop a website well. The design phase and the development phase are very different. We design many beautiful and useful functions or web interface. However, I find some functions are difficult to code. So I had to write web page and go online to learn materials. I learned many things during the project, like how to implement the drive function and make us more familiar with our team. I'm very happy to be able to do projects with my team members. They are very nice people and help me a lot. I'm really looking forward to meeting my partners face to face and going to school together. Uh, Apart from this, for the course, I think I learned a lot in database this class, whatever SQL or HTML. I'm so interested with HTML. I used to just use different webs and enjoy the results they gave me, but never thought I could write my own website one day too. So thanks to this course, it's brought me novel experience and picked me to explore more knowledge and interesting features in how to develop website. I'm glad to learn SSK3408 this semester and to do a challenge project with my friends. Okay, that's my feelings. Can Wokai keep going?
Okay, I'm Wu Kai. Actually, this is a project that I took seriously and was responsible for completing. From the beginning of thinking about the ERD diagram to determine the data relationships in the database, to the final part of the code, all without exception. I invest a lot of time and effort. I understand that if a company wants to design a good software or web page, the process is very important. From the ERD diagram to final code, each link in between is independence. ERD diagram inspire me. They are like the function and the drawing for building a house. I think ERD diagram are a very important part of testing people's design concepts, concept and local thinking and overall understanding. Let's talk about insert data into database, which is more like the internal role of placing future and interior house. Is not just a connection, it's a certain point to act with something between code and abstraction. Finally, there is a writing code part. The same last point I want to mention is a debugging test. Debugging is so important in our code. It's like double checking the process and answering our exam. It is a necessary process to complete and neat. Only after repeat future with the correct version appear. To sum up, I think project will be a very good help for my future study. I can improve myself by more and more honesty, try and reach higher achievements. And that's all I want to say. Let's go to Mana.
This is Monar Ahmed, and I will say my reflections about this project. Actually, I used to always look at software developers as magicians, and I always ask myself how they manage to develop such a complete program in that perfect way. They must have been learning how to code since primary school, I tell myself. And when I got this project, I was so worried about how we are going to manage to do this, as it is our first time to make such a program from scratch. However, by teamwork, nothing is impossible. And by the teaching that teacher Maslin has gave us and the instructions, they helped us a lot in developing this program. By helping each other, we managed in a short time to make a great progress. We did face many problems and hard times where our code is not working, but we knew that although we started this project and we have little information about coding, we did a great job until now, and we will still do great in the future. My expectations were right, and we managed to do a very great program, and we have overcome all the hard times and the difficulties that has faced us. Doing this program opens a lot of paths in my mind and let me know that the coding world is a very rich in information. I became more interested in coding and plan to start developing my coding skills. In the end, I would like to thank all my team members, all my great team members, and myself for this great work. Thank you.
All right, that's all from our presentation. Thank you for watching a bit longer, but you know, this is our efforts. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.